Hi, my name is Heather McTaggart. I'm the Executive Director of Classroom Connections, and I'm here today to tell you about an exciting new initiative that we're launching. It's called the Boys Learning Project. And I'm here with Dr. Edmund Dixon, who's the founder of the program, and I'm going to ask him a few questions so he can tell you a little bit more about it. Dr. Dixon.
Hi.
Hi, can you tell me a little bit about the project and its focus?
Well, we know that boys underachieve, and we know that they don't always achieve well in school or reach their potential. And so what we want to do with this project is allow every boy to reach their potential by providing information, training, and resources to those who help boys, that being educators and other community members who work with boys.
That's very interesting. And how will the project do that?
There are 6 pathways that have worked to motivate and engage boys and have them achieve at the highest levels for millennia. And so what we wanted to do was to take these 6 pathways, we call them secrets, because while they are in the public consciousness, they haven't really consciously been used in education. And so what we wanted to do is to identify these secrets and then provide simple strategies for teachers and other people who work with boys to implement, and parents, so that they can use these things at home to really motivate and engage boys and get them achieving higher in our schools.
What's unique about this project?
One of the unique things is its accessibility. Because there's a large online component to it, it's accessible for every school and community in Canada. A second unique part of it is its sustainability. I've been in education for 30 years, and we know that the one-shot professional development opportunity doesn't work. Particularly with the younger generation of teachers now, they need on-demand training when they want it, and our resources will provide that. I think the third and really important aspect of it is the fact that we are going to be able to link parents and teachers in a partnership to help boys. Often, from the parent side, they have a boy who might come home from school who's not achieving well, maybe they had a call from the principal, he doesn't like school, and they don't know what they can do. And from the teacher's side, it's very frustrating because they're not sure some of the things that are motivating the boys. Well, we have 2 different resources that come with this project, a parent and teacher's edition, and now we're going to be able to build a bridge as part of the project.
So my other question is, what about the girls?
Yes, and that's a really good question because it's often asked. We know in the 90s that there was a large effort to help girls achieve better, particularly in maths and sciences. And that's worked. If you go to the National Science Fair website now, you will see a lot of really great videos and experiments done by girls, and young girls as well. But at the same time, we had the information age come full force, and that really helped with some of the skills girls had naturally, whereas for some of the boys, they weren't sure how to deal with situations where they had to collaborate a lot, where they had to use more social emotional intelligence, where they had to achieve their goals in different ways. So now what we'd like to be able to do is to help them do that, and the way it helps girls in the classroom is, statistically, a teacher spends 27% of his or her time disciplining and redirecting students in the classroom. The vast majority of that goes towards the boys. If the teachers get that back because the boys are enthusiastically engaged, then the girls get that back as well. And the final thing I'll say about that is we still have this problem where girls who may be about 13 years old to 17 will be very, very smart and attached to learning in elementary school, and then they start to move to middle school and high school, and sometimes they pretend they're not as smart because they think that's something that's attractive to the boys, and they don't give themselves the ability to progress that way they can. Well, if we have boys really engaged in education, they're going to be looking for the smart girls, and those girls and their natural intelligence and abilities are going to be validated.
And I would say, actually, from my own experience as a mother, there are some girls who have these more boy characteristics. You know, they want to be doing, they want to be out there, they don't want to be sitting still. As somebody who had one of those, I would think that a lot of the strategies that I've looked at in your work would work for those kind of more, out there and aggressive girls.
Yeah. Yes, and we know from the research that 20% of girls have that approach as well. The thing about these things we're going to share is that they're good for everyone in the class, but they really do target certain male minds, if you will, that need the help.
Yeah, and that's personally what I like about this, is that it's not, yes, this is around research and around a phenomenon that's going on with our boys right now, but these strategies and the way Dr. Dixon has identified them and the way he's put together the material and that we've we've worked together to create material for this, will work for everybody in the classroom. And so it's not another thing you need to add to what you're doing. This will help you with everything that you're doing. I'm also guessing that this is not just for schools.
No. What we've seen is that there's a tremendous response from educators, but also from anybody in the community, be they in a Boys and Girls Club, be they a coach for a hockey team or a soccer team, be they in a place where boys and girls are supposed to work together, that they would like to be more aware of what kinds of things they can use to actively engage the boys, to get the best out of the boys, and to make them better community members in those contexts. So really any community group or group in the community or person in the community who wants to help boys learn better, they have access to it through this project.
That's great. So, key question, how do people get involved?
Thanks to the participation of Classroom Connections, we're able to offer the introductory part of all of the resources at no cost. And so what people would do would go to boyslearningproject.org, and when they get there, they can take a quiz that tells them, if they think about a certain type of boy, which of the 6 secrets would be most effective with that boy. And once they find that out, they can access a free strategy kit that they can use. Right now we're looking at teachers, they can use right in the classroom to help those boys. And so we're really excited to allow them to be able to enter into the boys learning community, if you will, in such an easy way, and have something to use right now when the school year is starting.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the support.